viewers, my name is Tosin Togun, your counseling psychologist. Welcome to our show, Love Parenting and Mental Health Therapy with your counseling psychologist. Today, it gives me much pleasure to welcome you again to our program and, of course, to our channel. Okay, like we always do today, again, we've come with another version of the show that is very exciting. And the topic we are looking at today is why people stay in abusive marital relationship. Oftentimes, a number of us has wondered, probably we've gotten kid sisters or kid brothers, or probably people that are very passionate, dear to our hearts, sometimes our parents, and even sometimes ourselves. We've had experience of people staying, in an abusive marital relationship. And probably as concerned individuals, maybe we've tried to offer help and we've tried to really see how we could help them, win them over from such an abusive relationship. But we are surprised to see that our efforts do not yield any result. And we are looking at what exactly could be wrong. So today, the show will be answering the question, why do people stay in abusive relationship? Okay, I'll be right back. Let's take a short break.
Are you searching for professional counseling services appealing and available to individuals, schools, families, communities, corporate and religious organizations at an affordable rate? Look no further. Sure Hope Counseling Clinic is a registered counseling firm and a recognized member of the Counseling Association of Nigeria. Sure Hope Counseling Clinic offers services in the following categories: toddler and preschool development counseling, preteens and teens counseling, premarital counseling, marital counseling, parenting, rehabilitation and remedial counseling, corporate counseling. Other services include book sales, library services and training. We also offer home services for children and the aged. Likewise, we treat addiction and offer therapy for mental well-being. Sure Up Counseling Clinic is located at 99 Idito Bus Stop, adjacent Oluyolu Shasha O, Puliyeleyele Road, Ibadan. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Sure Up Counseling Clinic. For inquiry, visit our website www.shcounselingclinic.org.ng or call 0803 537 6009 or 0806 847 5755. Sure Hope Counseling Clinic, living people better than we met them.
Welcome back from that commercial break. Okay, going very fast. What is an abusive courtship? Because if we don't know what an abusive marital relationship is, we might not even be sensitive when we are abused or when somebody very passionate to us is being abused in a marital relationship. Okay, an abusive marital relationship is the one in which the fundamental rights of either or both parties involved in that marital relationship is being abused. Probably is not being respected, okay, or probably is not being granted, okay. When we are in a marital relationship that doesn't respect our fundamental human rights, then that particular relationship is an abusive one. All right, but funny enough, a number of us do not even know our fundamental human rights in a marital relationship. For instance, we have rights, to expression, that is to express our feelings, our emotions, what is on in our head. We have right to express ourselves, right to talk, right to move about. We have freedom of speech, of movement. We have freedom to our finances, what we do with our money. We have freedom, as to our extended family members. When you are in a relationship that doesn't permit you, to mingle with your friends or with your family of orientation, then that relationship is abusive because it's restricting you from the support of your friends and family. So we have to understand when a relationship becomes abusive. So in a nutshell, you are being abusive in a marital relationship when your rights to your emotions, to your feelings is being what? trampled upon, when you are not allowed to have access to your finances, when you are not allowed to mingle with other members of the society. These are just to mention few out of the rights that you have as human being in a marital relationship. Having laid that foundation, before we move into reasons people stay in abusive courtship or marital relationship, let me quickly run through causes of abusive relationship. Why do we have abusive relationship? Why do people abuse one another in a marital relationship? Number one, lack of emotional management. When people do not know how to manage their emotions, their feelings, when they don't know how to respect other people's feelings and emotions, or when they don't even know how to understand or manage their own feelings and emotions, such relationship, one way or the other along the line, might decline to be an abusive relationship. Another one is immaturity. When people are not matured. How do I mean? Now, maturity, I want us to get it. That is not about age, is not about gender. Okay, it's how well our mind is trained to handle people, situations, and emotions, like I said the other time. So when you see a person who doesn't know, who doesn't understand human management, when you see a person who does not even understand himself or herself, let alone of coming to understand how to handle situations and people, then you have to be very careful, because such a person might become abusive in the long run. Another one is when you notice that you have a person that has problem with self-acceptance. How do you know that? When you are passing compliments to a partner in a marital relationship and he or she finds it difficult to accept it, just note that is an indication that a partner could be verbally abusive, because such a person has issues with his or her self-esteem. Low self-esteem will always make people to be very abusive of another person's. So it's very, very important that you see if a person you are actually going out with in a marital relationship is confident enough to accommodate your person. All right, another one is ignorance. Sometimes so many people do not have an idea of how to operate a marital relationship. They don't have an idea of what they should do in a marital relationship. So such people get tired, get bored, and become abusive along the line. Another one is third party interference, probably where you have your friends, your parents, coming to dictate a number of things to you in the relationship. That could lead to an abusive relationship as time passed by. Okay, another one is poor foundation. Yes, where there is no proposal, to marital relationship, and where there is no acceptance of the same, where people just assume the marital relationship, such a relationship is likely to turn out to be an abusive relationship in the long run. All right, so lack of conviction. Yes, lack of marital conviction. When people are not convinced that they are in the right marital relationship, they are also meant to actually cause problem so that they can be free. Okay, so it's very, very important that your partner is persuaded enough to go into a marital relationship with you, or to actually be in marriage with you. It's very, very important. So don't manipulate people to actually stay with you in a marital relationship. Eventually, if they are not convinced, they are going to frustrate you. All right, so now going to the big bird for the day. Why do people stay in an abusive relationship? So many reasons are the reasons people choose to stay in an abusive relationship. Number one is, what will people say? Yes, probably yourself and your marital partner, you've been dating for a very long time, and you're looking at it that, oh, everybody knows us to be, in quotes, lovebirds. So now that we want to end it, what would they say? So you don't want people to start questioning you. We don't want to face the judgmental bombs that people are likely to throw at you. So you decided to like stay in that abusive relationship. Okay, another reason is when you are afraid of loneliness. Probably you are afraid of, oh, if I break up now, what happened to me thereafter? So because of that, people might love to stay in an abusive relationship. Another one is unhealthy self-esteem. Where people have issues with their self-esteem, they are going to stay in an abusive relationship. And that's why it's important as parents, as big sisters or brothers, as counselors, or as stakeholders to young people, we have to help them to build healthy self-esteem, and this will enable them to say no or yes to any relationship as they will, not that they are staying in it for reasons that are not healthy. Okay, and lack of exposure. Sometimes young people are not exposed. Okay, so the very first person they are going out with is the person they want to stay with for the rest of their life, so they are not exposed. I'm not saying that people should be jumping from one relationship to the other, but at least you have a level of exposure. I'm not saying be in a marital relationship to actually experience how it looks like. I'm not saying that, because God can perfectly lead you to get the right person just at once, and you don't need to be doing try and error in a marital relationship. But however, you could listen to messages, you could as well visit people who are into marital relationship, see how things are being done, engage people who have gone ahead of you, have friends that are older than you, so that you can learn one or two things from them, most especially when they are healthy people. You should understand what I mean. Okay, so all of these are very, very important. When they are not there, people stay in a marital relationship. Another reason could be, oh, because of having a child outside wedlock. Yes, because of having a child outside wedlock, a number of people prefer to stay in an abusive relationship because they feel that, oh, since we have a child together, I don't want to be having child for different men, or I don't want to having children with different women. So they stay in an abusive relationship. Another one is impatience. When people are in rush, to just get engaged by fire by thunder. If they eventually get engaged to a wrong partner, they are likely to stay there for the rest of their life, except God help them. Another one is wrong association. Of course, you might not be able to attract a marital partner better than your association. So if you keep a wrong association, it's going to affect who you are going to get married to, or who you are going to get involved with in a marital relationship. Another reason is substance and drug abuse. Okay, when a person is on drugs, he or she is likely to stay with a partner that is also on drug, or who is on substance also. Okay, so even if the drug addict is abusing them, they still want to stay, because of social reasons, because of the social acceptance they find with that particular person. All right, so that's why it's important that you are healthy, and this help you, to actually go for the kind of love that you deserve or that you desire. Parental or peer pressure also is another influence, okay, where people are pressuring you have to be married this year. When people actually have turned you to prayer points, you are likely to stay in an abusive relationship. So as young people or concerned individuals that are willing to help young people to actually come out of abusive relationship, we have to understand all of these points why people choose to stay in an abusive relationship, as this help us to empathize with them and help them from the point of empathy to actually overcome their phobia or their wrong reasons for staying in abusive relationship. Another one could even be material purpose, probably where people are not empowered, most especially women, when they don't have enough financial support, they could decide to stay in an abusive relationship. So if you are trying to foster help to such a woman, you have to first help such a woman to be empowered. Okay, not only women could sometimes stay in an abusive relationship because of economic reasons. Okay, men also could actually stay in an abusive relationship. They could stay with a gigolo. Such men are usually referred to as gigolo. They could stay there for money, even though the big madam is abusing them. It doesn't matter. They need the dough, they need the cash, so they want to keep staying there. All right, so all of this, when we understand it, we will be able to foster the needed help, to actually save the young people from an abusive relationship, or also save yourself from abusive relationship. Nothing is enough to make you stay in an abusive relationship. Not your health, not your background, not financial reasons, not physical reasons, nothing, not even sexual reasons, of course, not even because you have children or anything. When a relationship is not fulfilling the purpose of giving you peace and advancement, you have to check it and really be sure if it's something you can cope with for as long as it should last. All right, I'll see you in another video. Don't forget my name, Tosin Togun, and also don't forget to keep subscribing to our channel and help us to share these videos, all right, to your friends and families. Also, I want to also employ you, if you have any challenges and you feel that you want to have a guide in the area of your marital relationship, why don't you book a session with us at Sure Hope Counseling Clinic? All right, do have a great day. I'll see you another time. Bye.